We're going to move on to another key aspect in the whole process of having a compliant label. So, you know, you selected the label, you've taken all the different variables into consideration. Now there's a process around validating and verifying. Dan, why don't you explain that process and its importance?
Validation and verification, Sharif, I cannot stress enough, are absolutely essential when applying fully compliant MIL Standard 130 labels. These two processes are what make the labels compliant, which will allow a DCMA auditor, if they're checking, to confirm the compliance as well. So what is validation and verification? As you know, the label is made up of data, and that data, for the most part, in most situations, would be made up of your cage code, a part number, and a serial number. Well, with MIL Standard 130 compliance, your cage code, your part number, and serial number can only be used with certain characters, and those characters are either an alpha or numeric character. You could also use a dash or a /. Those are all considered compliant. Any other character that you see on your keyboard, a pound sign, an ampersand, a period, even a space, if any other character is made up into your serial number or part number, those would be considered non-compliant, and if used would make the label non-compliant. So you have basically two options. You can either remove the non-compliant character altogether, or you can replace that character with a compliant character. From my experience, whenever a customer has a non-compliant character in either part number or serial number, in most cases what they will do is they will obviously take out the non-compliant character, but they would replace it with the dash. And the main reason why someone would do that is it keeps the same number of characters in their part number or serial number. Now, the verification is the legibility of the barcode. You know, does that 2D data matrix barcode meet the quality standard under MIL Standard 130? And that is done with the use of a verifier. As you can see on this current slide here, what you see there is an actual verifier with IUID labels being scanned one at a time to check the quality of the mark. Once that 2D data matrix has been created with the data provided, that mark must meet a certain grade quality, and that grade quality must be a B or better. So either a grade of A or B, it'll meet that standard. Once the verification process has been done, it has also been validated, now you've reached the point of compliance. So just to confirm or reaffirm what verifiers do, it verifies that you can read the label, plate, or tag, confirms the quality standard of the direct 2D data matrix part mark. It also evaluates the readability of the mark, the contrast, the consistency, the element size of that 2D barcode, the quiet zone. And just to talk a little bit about quiet zone, that is the area surrounding the barcode. You don't want to have other data touching your barcode. You want to leave a very small space surrounding that barcode so that regardless of whatever type of scanner or reader that you're using, you get that contrast to pick up the readability of that mark. And lastly, verifiers, they should be installed next to an output device, whether it's a thermal transfer printer or a laser, so that as soon as it comes off the device, you can run those labels right through the verifier and complete that verification and validation process.